welcome to Little Learners. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about tips for teaching or tutoring online. This video is sponsored by ManyCam and I'll be telling you more about them throughout the video. If you do find these tips helpful, please do give the video a like as it really helps out the channel, and of course you can always subscribe to join the Little Learners family. So let's get started. Number 1, choose or get to know your platform or software. Are you using Zoom or Skype? Are you using a virtual webcam? Are you using ManyCam? So it's really important that you understand how your software or platform works so that you can get the best out of it. The great news is that with ManyCam, you can use their software with other programs such as Zoom and Skype. I think it's really important before you start teaching online to really familiarise yourself with whatever software or program you're using so that your students can get the best out of their lesson and you don't have to keep stopping and starting because you're not sure where things are. Number 2, make it engaging. Now, of course, when you're in a classroom, you can be moving around, you can have props and an interactive whiteboard maybe at your disposal so that you can make the lesson really engaging. When you are teaching online, this is quite different because there is this sort of barrier between you and your students. So you need to be making it engaging. Now, how you do that is of course up to you, but first of all, tone of voice and the way that you're presenting is really important. Using things like graphics and videos is also a great way to grab children's attention and keep them engaged. If you're using software like ManyCam, then you can add graphics, picture-in-picture, video-in-video. You can put a PowerPoint presentation alongside your presentation. You can even add your own custom background. With their latest update, ManyCam have introduced a whiteboard feature as well, so this is really helpful for online teaching. So just make sure you're using everything at your disposal to be able to make this lesson as engaging, exciting, and as challenging as you can. Number 3, adapt to your classroom. Now, if you have moved to online teaching because of the pandemic or for some other reason and you're used to teaching in a classroom, you need to start familiarising yourself with your new classroom. If you are an online teacher or tutor anyway and you're used to teaching from your home or not in a classroom environment, it's really important to make sure that you familiarise yourself with your surroundings and you have everything within reach. Some common questions I had from teachers who have had to start teaching online are often about getting children to interact with the lesson. So things that you can do for this, if you want children to answer a question but you don't want them all to say the answer at the same time, because that can be a lot when you're on something like Zoom, you can have them hold up whiteboards or a piece of paper with their answer on it so that you can see everyone's answer. You can also use mute and unmute signs to let children know when it's appropriate to have their audio on or off. This can be particularly helpful when you're teaching more than one student online. Of course, if you're using something like ManyCam, you don't have to make your mute and unmute signs physical ones. You can just click a button and have it pop up in your lesson. Number 4, adapt your planning. So if you are someone who is used to teaching in a classroom or face-to-face, you might need to adapt your planning, just like you've had to understand your new platform or program or software that you're using and you've had to familiarise yourself with your new workspace. You need to look at your planning and work out what works for online teaching and what you need to tweak a little bit. The great thing about using something like ManyCam is that you can pre-record or you can stream, so you have that flexibility to either be doing a lesson live or pre-recording some of it so that you can see if it works in this new format. You can then edit it if you want to and add that into your lesson. That can be really helpful when you want to try something a little bit new or you're not sure if part of your planning will work with online teaching. You can kind of test it out beforehand, and if it works, you have a pre-recorded video. Number 5, incorporate routines. Just because you're teaching online, that doesn't mean that you can't have routines during your lesson or your lessons or your day if you're teaching a whole day. If you've come from a classroom environment, you can just use your routines that you've used in your classroom and adapt them slightly for the online teaching world. So for example, if when children normally come into the classroom, they sit on the carpet and read a book and wait for you to do the register, you might say to children that your stream will be available from 9, but you will actually be starting at 9:15, so if they want to join before 9:15 they can be sat reading a book and you will join them at 9:15 to do the register. If you're an online tutor and you're teaching standalone lessons, not a teacher from a classroom doing whole days, it's still really important to have routines in your lessons. So maybe at the beginning you're going to talk about what you're going to be covering and explain how the lesson is going to go. You could have that up on the screen as well. You could explain the lesson objective, have that on the screen. Now I've really enjoyed using ManyCam over the last few weeks with all the great graphics, the whiteboard, all the fantastic effects that they have to really enhance your lessons, your streams, your pre-recorded videos. It's available for Windows and Mac, and it can be integrated into lots of different video streaming platforms like Skype and Zoom. I have put all of ManyCam's information in the description box down below. ManyCam is currently running a back to school offer where you can save up to 35%. You can also save more money by using the code LittleLearners. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up as it really helps out the channel, and if you want to see more videos like this, click the subscribe button so that you can join the Little Learners family. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.